Imagine waking up each morning and feeling empowered to handle whatever comes your way with confidence. And what if I told you that there's a few simple changes that you could make in how you think that could make this your reality? I'm going to share with you some mindset shifts that are small, but they can make a really big difference in how you feel about waking up and facing the day. I know because I've tried them myself. Your mind has incredible power to shift your perspective and lighten the load one step at a time. Shifting and changing everything all at once is really overwhelming, but small little shifts, baby steps, can create massive change over time. So, tip number one is start the day with gratitude. How you start the day sets the stage for how the rest of your day is going to unfold. Many of us wake up thinking immediately about what needs to be done or checking our social media to see what we missed while we were sleeping. Instead of this, switch your focus to gratitude. As soon as your alarm goes off or you naturally wake up, train your mind to think, what three things am I grateful for today? I like to write those three things down in a note in my phone. You might say, well, that kind of defeats not getting on your phone. It's not the same for me. You've got to find what works for you. I'm not logging into my social media apps or checking my messages. I'm opening up a note and putting down three things that I'm grateful for and closing my phone back up. Is it hard to not open the social media apps? Yes, but this is also the easiest way for me to log my gratitude. And it gets easier every day. Starting your day with gratitude sets the tone for the day. It boosts your mood. It increases your productivity, affects how you respond to others, reduces stress. Ultimately, it really helps you feel a lot more in control. Don't believe me? Try it. For more than just one day, though. Number two, reframe negative thoughts. If you're human, you get to deal with negative thoughts. Our brain is just wired in a negative sort of way. It's wired for survival. Everybody has them creep in. But what if you could catch them and turn them around? A common negative thought for women in their 40s is, I'm too old to start something new. But the reality is, lots of women start over in their 40s. We have an abundance of knowledge and experience and value that we can pour into other people or a new job or a new career. It can actually be really beneficial and really empowering to start over and reinvent yourself in your 40s. And it's very likely you'll be successful. So why not switch things up? Another negative thought that a lot of people have, including myself, is, damn it, it's morning again. This definitely does not set the positive tone that we are looking for to start our day. Starting my day with gratitude helped me shift out of that automatic negative thought that I would hear in the morning on first waking up, because I've given my brain something else to entertain as soon as I wake up. To create a more positive focus, shift your thoughts from frustration to anticipation. What are you looking forward to that you could do today? And don't tell me nothing, because that's a victim mindset. What can you create that will cause you to look forward to something to do today? Even if it's just sitting down at the table and coloring in a coloring book. I do love to color. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. Find something you enjoy that you can shift your focus to anticipation. And if that seems too hard, try it anyway. If you struggle with these negative thoughts in the morning, reframe your frustration to, I get to create whatever I want with this day. Make a plan, figure out what you want to do and what you want to create. Because having something to look forward to, having a plan, actually gives your brain more motivation to wake up and get out of bed than if you have nothing at all and you're just going through on autopilot. Also, instead of saying, I have to do this, I have to make dinner, I have to go to work, I have to take my kids to school, reframe it to, change have to get. I get to make dinner. I get to take my kids to school. It changes the perspective in your brain and really alters your mood to a more positive feeling. And over time, you'll feel it as your natural state shifts too. Number three, focus on what you can control. We don't get to control things outside of ourselves. We live in a world full of autonomous people that are making their own decisions about their own lives, and we don't get to make decisions for anybody else's lives except our own. Release the need to control everything outside of you and focus on what you can control. You get to control your own actions, reactions, thoughts, decisions, but nobody else's. And they don't get to control yours either. Put it down on paper. Make a list of things you can control so that when you're stuck and feeling unempowered, you see what you've really got to work with. Tip number 4, support yourself with positive influences. I've randomly through the years heard people say that their social media feed is so toxic and they're so sick of it and they just want to get off social media. Yeah, I've been there too. But did you know you get to customize your social media feed? The algorithm feeds you whatever you repetitively look at. And so if your social media is toxic, it's because you're probably making it toxic, whether consciously or unconsciously. You can hide the people or the groups that are toxic. You can delete and block them altogether if you want, or you can just unfollow them. I have a few friends that are toxic and negative in their social media feed, but I love them and don't want to completely let them go from social media. So I just unfollow them so I don't have to see their feed. It's important to intentionally create an environment that brings you peace, motivation, inspiration, an environment that brings you the kind of life that you want to create because you become like the 5 people that you hang around with most. This counts virtually too. The more you hang out with different types of content on social media, the more that's actually going to become a part of you. So look at what you're reading every day because that's who you're going to become subconsciously and it's going to come back out. And you're not going to necessarily know where it came from if you're not being self aware about it. Number 5, celebrate small wins. Small victories are the building blocks to huge successes. We cannot accomplish big goals without the little micro goals to get us there. It's important to celebrate those too. Recognize those milestones. Acknowledging even the tiniest progress can help you feel inspired and motivated. What encouraged you most about this video? Leave me a comment letting me know what you're going to get started on. Let's encourage and motivate each other to be the best version of ourselves we can be in the comments.